What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning back in. Chase Games here, and today I'm going to walk you through the Halloween Treat Tussle event. Okay, let's get the whining right out of the way. Okay, if you didn't catch me on my live stream, how dare you? Okay. Anyway, this event is 5 months out of the timeline. Why we're getting it 5 months late in a month and a half before Halloween, I don't know. I can't tell I can't tell what they're thinking or if they're thinking. You know which way I lean. Maybe they'll surprise us next month. But anyway, we've got a great event, a unit to farm here, some decent weapons, and yeah. So let's talk about the scout. Okay, so they took a unit that is outdated that anybody that's been playing for literally more than a day knows or has been told not to summon for this unit. What is their solution? Make the paid once only 3 times. Wow, awesome. I can spend $80 plus tax US to have 3 1 in 4 shots at an outdated unit that is about to be on the general banner in 4 months. Don't even spend tax points on her, guys. Yes, she could be useful, okay? Yes, I know you're thirsty. Don't. It's tickets only. Spend your tax points on Overkilling Machine and Malroth. What? You already got them? Spend your tax points trying to get a copy, okay? Her A unit is nice, but it's not that amazing, and it's got it has a rarely paralyzed effect on what should be standard switch damage at spell. But again, you're gonna get them in 4 months, so hold off. Zoma came back. There's a paid once only on Zoma. If you spend a paid once only on Zoma, a 1 in 4 shot at him, not bad. But really, just gems. Save all your gems right now, okay? And then this is something that I don't like at all. I don't know if JP got this. Usually, when I think that they didn't get something, I'm wrong. But there is a paid-only item set here. It is 980 paid gems, so we'll call that around $10 US. Sorry. 3 of each all-purpose upgrade tome. Those things are neat. Don't place value on them, alright? They significantly oversell how valuable these items are. I wouldn't pay $1 for them, okay? You're paying 980 paid gems for Halloween Spark. Deals moderate Zam-type damage. Spell damage. I have to assume that it's the same damage as Zamel. There's no way to tell because I'm not going to get this fucking scroll because I'm not going to pay for nearly $10 worth of currency for 1 scroll. This is bad. They could tempt me at 480 or something. They've done something similar before. Okay. Oh, it rarely lowers wisdom for 3 turns. So it should be Zamel with a defense lowering chance. They could get me on that for maybe 480 gems. 980? Seriously? Fuck you. That's disgusting. Don't buy that, guys. Don't buy into that. Even if you're a whale, please don't give them money for that. That's... I know we all make our own choices, but seriously, this is something that we shouldn't let them think that they can do all the time. And it's a shame because it seems to be a decent scroll. Don't pay $10 fucking for it, though. Seriously. Square. Seriously. You're... On one hand, they do things that are so generous. They throw out a bunch of tickets, good banners, improved stamp cards. And then on the other, it's like, why would you do this, you stupid, greedy dicks? Okay, that's over. Alright, so, don't spend any money, don't spend any gems on this event, please. It's not worth it. And seriously, besides it just not being worth it, please send a message that it's not okay to give us outdated content, that they didn't improve at all. I can't remember if I got to that. This has not been improved at all. This is exactly the way JP got it. It is going till the 30th, okay, so it's 2 weeks. I don't think we're getting part 1 and 2. We got all 10 tickets in the event shop. I believe JP did it 5 at a time. We have an EX fight against Spooky Valencia. So I think we have everything. This is just one part. 1 orb, too, by the way. Again, so no improvements there. The XP and the event currency that you get from the event stages is kind of dated too, so they can't take 5 minutes to tweak those numbers. Yes, I understand it's harder than you think. It's probably not 5 minutes, but I have to imagine it's not rocket science to tweak some numbers to update them for being 5 months out of date for a game like this. And they just chose not to. They updated absolutely nothing, other than possibly a paid once only change. That seems to be the only thing they're willing to change for global, is to give us paid once only packages. Okay, so farming Leary Lantern. It is not from the final chapter. It is chapter 1, episode 5. Obviously, very hard will be the best chance to get him, and it's still the most MP efficient. You can see right there. Keep in mind, this is really not a big deal, but you can occasionally run into Bag of Sweets, and they will drop the A-type Zam weapons. I don't think either of them is that good, but hey, why not? It's better than nothing. For farming the Lollipop, you go to Very Hard Chapter 1, Episode 4. This item has, it's a little interesting. It comes with martial potency plus 2%. For me, that is garbage. I don't care. The advice given online right now is to go for HP on it. I think that this advice is outdated. This event came out month 3, I think, for JP. Okay, again, this event is about 5 months out of date. We have similar and or better HP weapons now. Yes, you can have more than 1 or 2 good HP weapons. Maybe you want 2, 3, 4, 5. I think usually I never find myself wanting more than 1 or maybe 2 HP weapons, but anyway, this is fun. If you get 3 gold HP rolls on this, you're probably good keeping it. My goal, I want that stun success rate up rolls. And obviously Rainbow is literally twice as good as the gold one, being 1 versus 2%. So if you get two or more of these stun success rolls, I would keep that. The JP apparently translates stun as sleep, so sorry my preview video said sleep. It is stun. I would rather have sleep, but that is still an exciting, unique thing to have on a weapon. Alright, so Very Hard Chapter 1 and Episode 4 and 5 for Leary Lantern and the Lollipop, respectively. And then Very Hard 2, Episode 5 is where you go to get the Parasol, which is basically... and again, there's the Bag of Sweets there. You'll face Lantern and Valencia there for the bounty. This is Zam spell type potency weapon. This is, none of the stat rolls on it seem to be that great. There are way better agility weapons. MP, I don't think is something you ever need to have a weapon for. And then the wisdom, there's better wisdom weapons, and it's just generally not the way to go on most things, I believe. This, I would just take the best gold/rainbow rolls that you can get. If you get all good General Zam potency or brilliant rolls, keep them. Even if you don't have Valencia, if you get 2 or 3 of the rainbow rolls for her abilities, I would keep them. The one thing I would say to avoid is this Prank Confusion plus 3%. It's only for her one ability, the one confusion thing. If you manage to get 2 or 3 rolls for that specific ability, you know, 2 rainbows and a gold, something like that, you might consider keeping it. I wouldn't really consider getting only 1 or 2 of those rolls as a good thing, though. I would want all damage or all confusion. Up to you guys. I know you don't get to... Sometimes you don't get to be too picky. Alright, so let's look at the bounties, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and direct you to the Reddit. I know it is run by Thought Police meanies that do not care for yours truly, but Marcos's... seems to have... I did not math check him or anything, but I'm going to assume he is correct because he is a pretty smart fella. Advice and guidance for what stages to farm and how many times. Spoilers, don't plan on going all the way on these bounties, okay? It's pretty low farm rates, and you're farming 1 unit and 2 weapons. And I don't think you need to go too crazy on the weapons, so... Alright, Valencia, she has... I think you should get this relatively easily. She's got Dazzle, that's Blind Chance. That's not my favorite utility scroll, but it is a good thing to have in your pocket. Sap, this is a very useful scroll to have. The utility scrolls are some of the very best. Heads up, don't put them on your units ahead of time. Don't think, oh, Sap would be good on this unit. No. Wait until a unit, or wait until a fight where your unit would need that scroll and then put it on there, okay? Generally, something like Sap, you often don't even need to level it up. It depends on how long the fight is and what the MP requirements are. Kasap is good. Usually Sap is better because it's a double debuff to a single target. Kasap is an AoE debuff, but it's only one stage of defense down. Yes, defense down. So it depends, but I mean, if you don't have any Sap scrolls and you have this, even if you're going after a single target, it's still useful, okay? It's still, it just doesn't ramp up as fast. So a very useful scroll to hold on to that you can need in some tough fights. Snooze is amazing, okay? There are a lot of times, you know, where for a certain fight or if you're following a guide, whatever, sometimes you need to bring a weaker unit because it has Snooze. Now you can put this on a unit that is already great for a stage that now can snooze if that fight needs it. Again, don't just throw this on willy-nilly. Okay, put it on the right unit and wait until you need it for a certain fight for the most part. And then, yeah, there's a lot of 1,000 gold. That's nice, but I doubt that it's worth farming more copies of her just for gold up to 400 times. You're aiming for 200. Okay. Yes, 1,000 gold is nice, and it's only 10 more kills each. And then it's 20 for the last. But honestly, that's a lot of stam, guys. It's a lot of stam, and you're just getting weapons. If you want to keep farming the weapons, sure, you're going to naturally keep going further up the bounty list, but don't plan on finishing it. And then you need to get up to, I think it's like 400. No, sorry, 500 on him to get all of her scout tickets. And again, this advice is all on the Reddit. That's really the best one to do. But my simple advice is you will get your head wrapped around this after you have done the event a bit. Go farm Leary Lantern, farm him right away, and then see where you are on your numbers, where you're going to go from there. Also, keep in mind, what I might do, I don't know, when I'm done with my Leary Lantern, I'm going to look at things. There's a daily mission that gives you I think it's a demon fragment, for doing 5 of the event quests every day. I don't know, Battle Road often counts for that, so maybe I don't even need to worry about that. Anywho, I'm gonna plan on doing that, and then maybe I only do that 5 times a day. I'll farm a weapon stage 5 times a day until the event's over. Maybe I don't care about the bounty. I don't know. It's up to you guys. Do some research. Check the Reddit post. It's pretty informative. Alright, the event swap shop, we're going to do this nice and quick. Yeah, there's extra copies of the weapons to get. If you bought everything else, buying 20 copies at 100 each is not a bad idea. Alright, first things to buy. I'm not even sure I would put the scout tickets at the top of the list for this event, but let's be honest, we're all 12. We're going to buy those first. So, alright, you get those, 10 of them, 1,500 total currency. Then you're going to get your iridescent orb for 3,000. That's the next thing by a mile. And then you got demon fragments. This is third priority. Okay, buy those. Buy all 30 of them. And then herbs, gold, iris. There's only 5 iris. Again, the event's very outdated. It would have been a huge help just to double, triple, quadruple that number, but they couldn't take 1 minute to spin some dials, flip some switches. I don't know what they do, but I can't imagine it'd be that hard to change shop numbers to make an outdated event just a tiny bit better, like put 2 orbs in there. For the Summerfest, they gave us a Twitter campaign. I haven't heard anything about it. But, you know, this is just another thing where they don't really care too much about global, other than giving us paid-only packages. Thank you, Square. Yeah, so gold, herbs, iris, just get those. You'll have plenty. The Alchemy Stone A is a good item, but they're expensive, so I would probably save them for last. I would probably do tomes first. I don't know. Here's the thing, though, is that it will allow you to get some fresh weapon rolls on weapons that you cannot farm, but it only works for A-rank sword or staff weapons. And I mean, you know, getting all 10 of those, that's 5,000 event currency, so it's up to you guys. You're going to have to think about that yourself. So then there's tomes. Don't worry about these rank mats. Buy the stones, though. The stones are really cheap. And, you know, it's just the best way to get them. And then the codexes, if you want them. I don't know. I don't place high value on them. But when you get to the codex, when you want to buy experience codexes, buy the L's first. Buy all the L's first. They're literally twice as effective as the M, but they only cost 20% more. Okay, and then this is, I think, did I say this before? Sorry, I had to re-record this video. Daddy called. This seems to be a one-part event. JP, it was 2 parts, but we already got the Halloween Boss Battle EX. And we got all 10 shop tickets already. JP split it up 5 and 5, so I think this is just 1 part. Again, ends the 30th. I can't remember if I mentioned that. So I already went ahead and beat her. She's fairly easy. The prizes are, I don't know, like nothing. You can get another 1,000 currency for beating her with only Demon Family. I don't know how hard that is, but I'm not going to bother. I don't know. If one of the other guide makers makes an easy clear video for that, I might do it. But keep in mind, if you are considering spending tomes on a unit to get 1,000 currency, is 1,000 event currency worth all of the tomes you are putting into a unit you may not use later? Alright, just keep that in mind. Alright, so that's it. Yeah, so, I mean, there's 2 chapters. 2 chapters with 5 episodes each. Normal, hard, very hard. Make sure you farm all of those. The boss battles, maybe you can't do the EX if you're, like, brand new. But honestly, it's not very hard. Again, that's the one nice thing about this event, is the EX content is 5 months out of date. They didn't have rank 6 when this came out. So it's very easy. The other ones are even easier. But again, none of them are very important. Am I missing anything? I think that's about it. Again, don't spend any money, don't spend any gems on this event. Keep chasing Overkilling Machine, Melroth, literally any other banner that's up right now. Zoma is better than this. I think Zoma is newer than... I don't know if Zoma came out on JP before Spooky Valencia, but he's better. So, alright, that's it, guys. That's my guide. And if anything else comes up, I will be back with more, and I'll have a link to the Reddit post I kept mentioning in the description. Good luck this time, guys. Later.